big fight has arrived for this outstanding boxer, and certainly we could talk about other parts of his game, but I know you like to lead the dance when it comes to his hands because they are sharp.
Yeah, Johnny, when he's most comfortable, when he's having his most success, it's whenever he's comfortable in the boxing realm. When he can fight behind that beautiful jab, set up the 1-2, set up the jab, right hand, and also those body shots. You see him turn and pivot and dig right up under the elbow with those body shots that can really put his opponent down. So while he may not like to be called a boxer, he wants to be called mixed martial artist, being a boxer is what's allowed him to be where he is today.
And you know what? When Bruce Buffer announces him here in a few minutes, he'll call you mixed martial artist, but we'd like to see the hands here tonight. Kind of hard to believe that Stephen Wonderboy Thompson has yet to realize a UFC championship. Truly a special striker. Most welterweights believe, DC, this is as hard a guy to prepare for as anybody in the division.
Of course it is, because Stephen Wonderboy Thompson is in that traditional karate stance. He's standing far back, one leg way out in front, and he's just a great counter striker. If you get overzealous against Stephen Thompson, you are going to sleep. You cannot just rush him. You have to take your time. So a lot of his fights look very similar because guys don't know how to approach the counter-striking style of Wonderboy.
Wild success as an amateur and professional kickboxer truly put Simpsonville, South Carolina on the UFC map. His father, Ray, there firmly in his corner. Stephen Wonderboy Thompson looking to make one more run here to UFC welterweight title contention. Our tale of the tape for this welterweight fight. All right, now for the official introductions, we go to the veteran voice of the Octagon, Bruce Buffer.
Ladies and gentlemen, this is the main event of the evening. It's time! 5 rounds in the UFC welterweight division. Introducing first, fighting out of the blue corner, Dana White. And now introducing his opponent, fighting out of the red corner, Stephen Wonderboy Thompson.
The veteran Herbert Dean, our referee for this one.
You ready? Good.
Didn't take Stephen Thompson long to surface on the UFC radar. Knockout of the night, his UFC debut against Dan Stidgen at UFC 143 back in 2012, and has been near perfect since.
Wonderboy looks big, he looks strong, physically ready to fight.
Both guys throwing potential fight enders here in the early going.
Oh my goodness.
Combinations here. Circling to his right.
Defensive savant, he blocked that punch.
Ooh.
It's gonna be a short night if you take many of those head kicks.
Oh, you gotta be kidding me. Another head kick lands. He's gotta start blocking these, DC. One more and it could be lights out.
It could be over, and most people would be sleeping on the mat after taking such a dominant strike. Credit to his chin, but you don't want to get kicked that many times in the head.
Well, he's had his striking on point tonight, and as evidence, some swelling now on his opponent.
Yeah, light swelling right now, but if he doesn't address it immediately, it'll turn to something much worse. Clean punch.
Wow! Trying to establish that jab once again.
He's hurting bad here.
There's that left hand. shots here. We'll see who's the last man standing. Ate another left hand there. Under 2 minutes to go in a back-and-forth first round here. Oh, how good is this? Both men going for the finish. Oh, huge left. Oh. Big right hand. Rips the body there. So 31 total strikes have now landed for one of the best to ever do it, Stephen Wonderboy Thompson. Champ, look at that redness underneath his elbow. A lot of those strikes to the body starting to pile up.
Getting beat up and being smart enough to not be headhunting the entire time. I like this. I like this approach.
30 seconds to go in the round. Oh, nice jab by Thompson. Back and forth we go. Dana White gets caught by that flush straight punch. Nice job by the offense there. Closes the gap and gets the single collar tie. That horn sounds means we have reached the end of round one. Well, the swelling on his face is extreme at this point in time. I'm not sure that the doctor's going to let him continue here. Cut man hustling in, and he's going to apply that end swell quickly. All right, well, 1 minute of end swell can only do so much. Let us look back at some of the damaging strikes in that previous round.
It doesn't seem like it's going to do much, and if it does, he can't take any more of these shots. He was too stationary. He took everything square on the target. He's got to move his head, and he's got to be proactive instead of reactive in terms of his defenses.
Ready to fight? Ready.
Second round underway. All right, next round is now underway. DC, any major takeaways after the previous 5 minutes?
That both of these guys are very evenly matched. The matchmakers did a fantastic job when they put
His opponent in a lot of trouble now.
That was Cain Velasquez's punch of choice. Every time he landed that overhand right, he hurt people bad. And this guy has his opponent hurt very badly at the end. Oh!
Well, his opponent seemed to be stunned to a significant extent, but was able to recover, and it's almost like he let him off the hook a little bit.
Kind of let him off the hook. He needed to really put his foot on the gas to try to find that finish.
UFC President Dana White's nose is bleeding now. Yes, looks as though he got cut by one of those offerings from his opponent. Just out of range with that right hand. Outstanding kick there by Dana White. Just over 3 minutes to go now. Man, that is loud. Another strike lands for the kickboxer. He really found that flow state pretty early in this fight, and he hasn't looked back.
He found it really early. And when this guy gets into his groove, he is hell on wheels. And right now he is showing why he is such a high-level, high-regarded kickboxer. He is outclassing this guy.
Dana White's blocking well now. Made the adjustment, protecting what is an already damaged nose. So the blood really starting to flow. Every time that area gets targeted, that cut's getting worse.
It's getting worse and worse. And you see the blood starting to come down. That is when you start to watch the fighter to see what type of effect it's starting to take on him, whether or not he's reaching for it, whether or not he's confused by where it's at. We got to start to watch his reactions now as we go forward.
Certainly showing off some good hands here tonight. Well, he was a little bit lackluster in round one. You can't say the same here in this second round. He has really picked up the pace, an uptick in the aggression and the output. Oh, picture-perfect shot there, DC, and
I mean, the fight is going to be over. I can't believe he's still standing. That shot landed perfect.
All right, gets inside, gets the single collar tie here. Man! Well, that knee strike attempt blocked by Dana White. Got the single collar tie. Oh, and now the underhook, DC.
He's got the underhook, he's got the far side post. Oh, hurt him again. He needs to start looking to finish now because he's got his opponent hurt very bad.
Oh, he's got him hurting here. 10 minutes in the can. All right, right, so we hit the end of the round, and the fighter quickly makes his way back to the stool. The cut man hustles in to apply some end swell. This swelling has gotten out of control. All right, as they attend to the damaged fighter, we will re-rack some replays for you. A lot of damaging strikes landed by the opposition in that previous round.
Well, him just not really paying attention on the defensive side has made his opponent look like an absolute world beater. He's a good fighter, but he has never looked this good, and that is partly because his opponent is not defending.
You ready to fight? Ready.
Third round underway. Strike lands there, and somehow his opponent's chin held up.
His opponent's chin held up, but you do not want to be on the receiving end of those types of strikes. Big right hand.
Oh, huge left. Big right hand lands.
Beautiful hands on display. Another punch lands.
Gets back to his feet. Thompson's strike attempt there is blocked. Well, this is absolutely the hurt business. It's hard to see which party is more injured, but I think both fighters have been real. Stephen Wonderboy Thompson with a huge win tonight.
Oh, my Lord.
All right, the official decision is in. Here is Bruce Buffer.
Ladies and gentlemen, referee Herb Deans called a stop to this contest at 1 minute, 30 seconds of the third round. Declaring the winner by knockout, Stephen Wonderboy Thompson.
Simpsonville, South Carolina's finest. Stephen Wonderboy Thompson with a big UFC win tonight, champ.
One of the best traditional martial artists we've ever seen in the octagon. He has a great way of countering and setting up his attacks. Tonight he gets another big victory.